it's come to my attention that I may have been a bit harsh upon the massive West Ham. So I'd just like to take this moment to say, fuck the lot of you bubble-blowing cunts.
You bubble-blowing cunts.
What was you harsh about, sorry?
Robin was saying I was being really harsh to West Ham, and I thought I was being all right.
I don't know when you was harsh. I mean, I thought I was a little bit harsher when I said about Wan-Bissaka not having a great game, but...
I mean, I've been harsh now, so fuck him.
Isn't Robin a West Ham fan?
Yeah,
apparently
so go fuck himself then.
Fuck him.
We're alienating the crowd here.
Yeah, but we like you, Bob.
Well, debatable.
Haven't we got a couple of fuck yous to say first, actually, before we start?
Do we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Langley asked us to say fuck you, Graveshead, so fuck you, Graveshead.
I mean, Mitchell just covered that off anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but he was slandering West Ham at the same time.
So this whole international break episode is just going to be saying fuck off, Robin.
Yes.
What a great episode.
That's going to be an amazing episode.
We'll just end it here and just put that on loop.
Just for people that aren't aware, Robin is...
We're going to have to cut that.
Yeah, 100%.
Just beep it, Mike.
Oh, fucking hell.
I feel sorry for Mike.
We're like a couple of beeps.
We're like 2 minutes in, Mitchell.
I'm just going to tell him to cut the whole first 2 minutes.
Oh dear.
I mean, I'm all for you telling him to fuck off, but
yeah,
let's not call him.
And cut that as well.
We're just going to start again, I think.
Oh dear.
We've killed Luke.
Fucking hell.
London is.
So, the international break's here and nobody fucking cares. So, we're going to talk about club kits, home kits. Let's start with the club kits. I think we should do a poll in regards to who's got the best home kit. I can see where each of us is going to vote. Obviously, I don't like the Tottenham one. It's horrible. West Ham one's actually quite nice, I thought.
It is nice. I think it's
a
like
bit
proper
retro-y.
old school.
Yeah,
I like
that.
it. I like the collar.
Chelsea one's horrible, I think.
Whoa, easy. It's a mixed bag. I mean, they've grown on me a little bit.
Is it like a marble effect, or what? What is that effect called?
Kit, yeah, it's a marbly sort of effect. When I first saw it, I thought, it's all right. And then I saw Palmer in it, and it looked like a 90s kids pyjama set. That's what put me off a little bit. But I do quite like the away kit.
We're not talking about away kits at the moment, mate. We're talking about the home kits. Did you not?
Yeah, but the away kit's
Did you not hear that? We're talking about away kits at the next international break or whatnot. Like, we're just focusing on home kits for the time being.
Oh, okay, then it looks like a 90s kids pyjama set.
So you're not a fan?
Not when I see Palmer in it now.
Why has Palmer got to look good in it?
He looks like a bloody child in it.
Yeah, but you can't base that on the kit. Maybe you could get it and look quite good in it. Why does Palmer have to look good in it?
He's the best player,
are you saying that everyone else looks good in it?
Does Nicholas Jackson look good in it?
Nicholas Jackson? He don't look good in any Chelsea shirt.
So you got a bit of stick in regards to your thoughts on Nicholas Jackson as well, didn't you, Mitch?
Oh, I think a lot of people think he's the second coming of Christ. I just don't see it yet. Like I said, this was the point I was trying to get at. Is he's not top four? He's not top four good enough. Basically.
So a bit like my feelings for you guys in regards to Conor Gallagher. Like, it wasn't good enough for top four. In my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I mean, I'd still take Gallagher. But
I mean, I really didn't want to talk about this again. But now that we've brought him up, right?
I know you love him.
No, I don't love him. But the thing is, right? You were saying that chance in the 93rd minute against who was it you was playing? Crystal Palace. That chance is a clear-cut chance. No, it wasn't. It It wasn't a clear-cut
No,
chance. What are
he's
you
had a
talking
lot
about?
of clear-cut chances. But my point is, it's not the fact that it was clear-cut, but he could have done better than just booted it at the keeper. This is the thing. He's not a game changer.
But what are you expecting him to do? He's literally
changed the game.
But he did change the game. He made it a draw rather than a loss. And
that's the difference between the top 4 and the top 10.
Well, maybe you should get the rest of the team doing some stuff, and then maybe you'll start winning some games.
They are.
Are they?
Like I said, there's a lot of distribution going into that box.
Yeah,
and a lot of his chances are square to the keeper.
I can't even be bothered to have this argument again. Go on.
He's had his beer and his curry and he's pissed off.
He's done. Ready for bed. So back to the kits, Luke. Thoughts on Tottenham's kit?
Oh, yeah.
I really like this year's kit.
You do?
The home kit. I didn't really like last year's one, but this one just brings me back. It's meant to be back for when the 2005-2006 season for the Kappa kit, and I remember having that one back in the day.
Yeah, I can remember that, yeah. See, I'm a bit opposite with you in regards to Arsenal's kit last season. I much prefer, but with a caveat of I like the simplistic badge on the Arsenal kit this year. Yeah. Just the cannon rather than the whole badge, the shield.
Do you prefer that?
Yeah, I really like it.
I think the badge looks nicer.
Well, I prefer the simple look myself.
It's because it reminds you of Harry Kane.
Yeah, I don't never like the badge on the kits. I always just like the cockerel as it is.
The big old cock.
Yeah. But oh yeah, it brings me back to the squad that we had back then. Not that we did anything amazing, but it's just,
I was going to say,
yeah,
it does remind me.
I got there ahead of you.
Does remind me of Jermaine Defoe. Like, if I was one player, it makes me think of Jermaine Defoe.
Exactly, yeah, Ledley King as well. Yeah, it's just it's a nice kit. It's a nice looking kit. It's simple. It's not out there. It's nothing crazy like they've done the last few years with some weird marble design like the Chelsea one. And that was a disgusting kit as well that we had. But yeah, I like it. It's just like I said, it's just a simple kit. You can't really fault it really. Obviously, from an Arsenal perspective, anything Tottenham, the same for me. Anything Arsenal, we're not going to like.
Simple kit for a simple club, isn't it?
But yeah, a simple club, maybe it is. But it's still a nice kit. But no, that's it really on the Tottenham one.
Do you know what would be really nice about the Arsenal one at the end of the season when you're wearing it?
Didn't the Arsenal players already wear similar to like a Tottenham kit?
We've worn an away white T-shirt.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, didn't you lose that game as well?
So we've done a couple of things. So we do a campaign each year that is I think it's called like Get Red Out or something like that, where they drop the red from the shirt, and it's like they raise money for preventing knife crime in London. So they then auction off the shirts, and donate all the money to charity. So
it's good that they're doing that.
It's a good little thing.
It's too bad it's a terrible cause because let's be honest, it could go elsewhere than knife crime.
I mean, yeah, it could do. There's a lot of charities out there. To be honest, but we're not going to talk about those.
No, I'm just going to go with it.
I won't go any further than that. Don't get me wrong. It's great they're trying to stop it, but it's what's the police doing? But that's a different argument for a different
podcast.
Day. Yeah, that's a different podcast. But Mike can cut it if he wants or continue. It's up to him.
The decision on the politics of this show is now down to Mike.
Yeah.
Search Met Careers.
So the other thing in regards to the Chelsea shirt is no sponsor yet. A little bit like last year, you didn't have a sponsor for the first couple of months.
Don't get me wrong, I want the sponsorship money.
Of course you do, because of the money, because of the two kits. You fucking
money. See, that's what I said as well. It's like you bring out a non-sponsored one at the start of the season for 2 months, people go and buy it. Then you bring out the sponsored one, and people go and buy it. So
but listen, if you're the sort of person that buys the kit and then rebuys the same kit with the sponsor on it, you're an idiot. Why would you do that?
I don't disagree.
Because maybe they didn't know there was a sponsor was coming, and they wanted the kit for the Chelsea game.
Not for the sponsor.
Maybe you whoever sponsors you, people have a real tie to. Like, I mean, I'd love to fly Emirates every single time I fly, but go on a holiday.
No, you wouldn't.
Send me some tickets, Emirates.
Yeah,
I like it without the sponsors. it's a it's a shame that it brings in so much money, because look how nice the kit looks without a massive white name.
Let's reverse that,
debatable.
because the marble effect I'm not having. I've got it in front of me at the moment.
He's not having it.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
Nobody
I don't
wants
think
to
I like
sponsor
it.
you cunts anyway.
Listen, we're lucrative, right? One of the biggest, well, definitely the biggest London club. London is blue.
Funny you talk about sponsorships. That is the one thing I don't like about the West Ham kit in general, is our sponsors. I hate the Betway sponsors so much.
It's last season, isn't it? Last season of like gambling.
Yeah,
sponsors.
Should have signed Tony, mate. Would have fit in really well for you guys.
It is a discount. Fat, ugly sponsor in it.
It is. It's horrible. And even the one on the sleeve, the QuickBooks one.
Oh, I fucking hate QuickBooks.
It just looks.
It looks cheap and tacky.
Do we want to talk about England at all? Anyone?
I didn't watch the game. I got a prediction right though.
We'll move on to that in a minute. All right, like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You know. So I watched the game. It was, the first half was actually pretty entertaining. But it is only Ireland, so
I only watched the first half, but that second goal was that was art. It was beautiful.
It was very well worked. I won't name the players that are involved, because it was just trigger Luke.
No, they're not Arsenal players when they play for England.
Well, they still are.
No, they're not. No, doesn't count. Doesn't count.
I mean, they are still Arsenal players.
Yeah. We just pretend that they're not for England. All right. We can switch that off when they've got an England shirt on. You know, it's nice when they're wearing the white shirt, right?
No, not really, but international breaks suck balls. But it's 3 weeks into a season as well. Like,
oh no, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
It's so pathetic. The one thing that did annoy me is obviously Rice and Saka both played the full matches, where everyone else's fucking players got took off by the manager.
Oh, honestly, it's always worries me.
There it is. I'm glad it's not me saying it this time, because I get stick.
You watched them both play 90 minutes in the next game as well.
Oh wow! Imagine a fucking football player playing 90 minutes. Oh, how horrible!
Can't wait until Jared Bowen comes back injured and you start fucking, oh, he only played 2 minutes for England and he got fucked up.
Who's that? Jeremy Clarkson, did you say?
Jared Bowen.
Jared Bowen.
Jeremy Clarkson.
You know.
He looked good when he came on, though, didn't he? King Jared.
Ireland, mate. Fucking calm down.
Yeah, well, I mean, what was Saka doing the whole game? Hey, Luke?
I don't know, mate. Didn't watch the game.
Oh, right, okay. Well, if you did, then you would have been critical of Saka, I'm sure.
Okay. Did he go run down the line and then just come back again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Made 2 chances, beat the player on the outside.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, it's only Ireland, calm down, mate.
He obviously heard that podcast from last time.
It's only Ireland.
He's a man of many doors.
Cool. Well, if no one else wants to speak about England, let's go into the man versus AI.
Man versus AI.
We've got some big games to talk about. Thanks, Mitchell. So, obviously, England beat Ireland 2-0. Luke correctly predicted that one. So he's getting his predictions out of the way.
Yeah. Get a point for that as well.
You do not.
That's bonus point.
No points for it.
Bonus point.
We all said last week, no points.
I don't remember that. I have to listen to the podcast again.
But well done. Well done for getting it right. It may give you the confidence to go and get more right now.
Yeah, you don't watch Tottenham enough.
Moron.
What did Bob predict? You predicted
1-0.
1-0. Right. What? Well,
did you really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going by how shit England are.
Yeah, but Ireland. No, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Right. Mitchell predicted a 4-1 win, and I predicted a 4-0 win.
You got set to Clive as well, Luke.
Well, no, you got us to concede.
Oh, sorry about that, mate.
That's all
right. So did Bob.
The bad news for Luke is AI also predicted a 2-0 England win. So,
Of course they did.
Cancels it out.
Of course they
means
did.
nothing, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I mean. Of course they did.
points mean nothing. Obviously, the next predictions for England as well is it's predicted England to beat Finland 3-0. Bob also predicted 3-0. Clive predicted 2-0. Luke predicted 2-0.
No, you didn't.
That's what I've got written down.
No, you didn't. You're cheating already.
He's cheating, isn't he?
It was 2-all in the first one. That you
2-all.
said. You said 2-all.
I did not say we'd draw with Finland.
Yes, you did. You was like, oh, it's going to be a tight game. Saka's going to play 90 minutes in the first game, and he's going to be that good.
I said it would be tighter than the Ireland game, but I did not say we'd draw at home to Finland.
I'll listen to it back.
Please.
Brilliant.
Mitchell predicted a 3-1 win for England.
That's good. Could be a good one.
Yeah, so that's the England games out of the way. The next thing we've got to do is predict the up and coming Premier League fixtures for. It's not even this weekend, is it? Have we got another?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, don't do that.
Midweek fixture. Yeah, so let's go with Mitchell first. AFC Bournemouth versus Chelsea. What are you saying?
Well, I just feel like a bit of a ping pong ball at the moment, Clive. As you know, it's impossible to predict for Chelsea with the goals that are going in or not going in, as the case may be. I'm going to be a bit more conservative. I think I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. So this is where they actually do batter someone 4-1, isn't it? Obviously,
This is what I mean. I'm ping-ponging about.
Bob, Fulham away. What are you saying?
Fulham are flat. 2-0 West Ham.
Fulham are flat. 2-0 West Ham away.
Smith Rowe hat-trick.
Smith Rowe.
Good one.
Reece Nelson. Alex Iwobi.
The only good thing about Reece Nelson is that he shares a name with my cat. Everyone knows.
Luke. Tottenham at home to Arsenal. What are you saying?
2-0.
Tottenham to Arsenal.
Oh, come on, Clive. Let me say it was Tottenham. 2-0 Tottenham at home.
That is very bold, Luke.
Yep.
2-0. What have I gone for? I've gone for a 3-1 Arsenal win.
Wow.
Away from home. Oh.
Yeah.
That is also very bold, Clive.
It is.
Goodness.
And we haven't got Declan Rice, which is going to be a loss for us.
I think it's going to be a Desmond.
You think 2?
You love that, Bob, do you?
I do, yeah.
They turn up for you, that's the thing.
They do, and rightly so. Is your Dutch defender back from injury? Probably is, isn't he?
Probably.
Right,
and haven't you got a couple of little injuries?
Skipped the international duty. Yeah, Calafiori got a knock against France, which we're not too sure on how serious it is.
It'll be fine.
Maybe.
You'll see.
At least he turned up for his country.
But
there's talk about him playing in
everyone
midfield.
else did turn up for their country.
Other than your Dutch player, and
he was injured. He missed the last game as well. I'd understand if it was at the last game and then he missed the game and then he's at the Arsenal, but he missed the last game and he's missed international duty. Everyone else is gone that's been called up and played. So don't give me none of this. Don't forget, it's only 3 weeks in the season. We're looking more like the second half of the season when there's international stuff. That's when people start dropping out a bit more. Because it's coming up there, where teams don't want to lose points even more.
Did they play 90 minutes though, Luke?
Udogie, I think, did. But I've not kept an eye on the other players. I don't think, like Arsenal and the other teams, a lot of our players have been called up sort of like starters. But you'd have to double check that.
Bob will have to double check.
I'm not looking at anything.
No, I was going to say
international duty.
That's fine.
I don't think he's going to commit.
But I think it'll be a good game, Clive. I think the game will be interesting. I think the first 20 minutes will decide where it's going to go.
I think it'll be very nervy first 20 minutes. And if you play, I don't really know, because I think if you play anything like you have been, there's definitely going to be opportunities for us to take advantage of the space. And if your Dutch defender's not playing with Romero, you're in trouble.
Have you just given up on saying Van der Ven now, Clive?
Yeah. I can't remember his name. I can't remember.
All he's got in his mind is Saliba. That's it.
That's not how the chant goes.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. Do you want me to give you the AI predictions now?
Of course, it's going to go Arsenal's favour. Go on. I'll probably think it's going to be a draw. But go on.
Can you also, because I missed it last week, Clive,
Sure.
the little blurb that the AI gives?
The little blurb.
Yeah.
You want me to do the whole reading? Right, here we go. Chelsea versus Bournemouth. Prediction: Bournemouth 1, Chelsea 2. Sounds familiar. Chelsea has been inconsistent, but their attacking talent might edge out. It's talking about your attackers this time, Bournemouth, who could still manage to score on the counter.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So it's copied you as well.
Well, of course.
So you're not going to gain any points on AI if you get it right. Fulham versus West Ham. Prediction: Fulham 1, West Ham 1. West Ham's solid form this season may meet a Fulham side tough to beat at home, leading to a competitive draw.
But tough to beat at home?
I think they're right, you know.
No one cares what you think, though, Mitchell. You keep forgetting about this fucking game.
So these West Ham fans keep telling me.
Yeah. You are making a fucking name for yourself for the West Ham fans, that's for sure. Tottenham versus Arsenal. North London derby. Predictions: Tottenham 2, Arsenal 2.
Here it is.
The North London derby is always intense and both sides are in good form. This could end in an entertaining high-scoring draw. That's your little blurb. So, yeah, it agrees with Mitchell on 2 of the results anyway. So that means it's wrong and we're going to get some points this weekend, boys.
Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah, 100%. We're winning 2-0. I'm going to get points.
100%. Okay.
You've heard it here.
So can we make some kind of forfeit agreement?
No. You just want to go forfeits all the time. I don't know what this is.
This is for the overall thing. Like, you could get an out from wearing an Arsenal shirt right here, right now, if you agree. So what I'm proposing is, if you get 2-0 bang on, even if you lose at the end of the season, the Arsenal shirt is out the hat.
Oh.
But if
this early on,
if you don't get it right, the Arsenal shirt is a definite.
If you lose.
Yeah, if he loses
at the end of the season.
Yeah. Obviously, if he wins the whole thing, he's not going to be wearing.
He's gone quiet, which means he's actually.
I'm not betting in Tottenham because
you're not 100%.
No,
you're not 100%.
I'm 100%.
You can't be. Otherwise,
no.
You'd agree.
I'm 100% with myself. But when it turns into a bet, for some reason, statistics just go out the window. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Like, I could bet, honestly, Man City could be 3-1 up, 90th minute. For some reason, it will just be a draw against Bournemouth or something. If I put a bet on for them to win, even though it might only bring me back £1, I will lose.
You're 100%. It's going to be 2-0 Tottenham, and that will give you the out, the Arsenal shirt off the table.
To myself, I'm not betting this into existence of me losing. Yeah, that probably didn't make any sense there.
It's not a thing.
I'm sticking 100% to myself. All right.
I mean, I think you're silly because you're going to lose anyway, and you could get an out from wearing the Tottenham, the Arsenal top.
No.
I mean, you can't.
We'd just leave it as that.
Can't help it, boy, can you?
No.
Can't help him.
They are special, those Spurs fans, aren't they?
Well, Arsenal shirt stays in regardless. Then, so it's a possibility.
We'll agree or disagree to that.
Are you still fighting this?
Like, you agreed that we could put all the parts of the kit into hats and draw what the loser has to wear, didn't you?
I did.
I'm fairly sure that's what you agreed.
I did. But nothing was still set in stone yet.
We're just writing.
So you've agreed to that, but it's not set in stone.
What stupid forfeit that is.
No.
Is it?
We didn't agree 100% on what we were doing.
No, yeah,
that was just a suggestion.
Right.
We was going to put it in the hat. Like, You'd have to go back and double check that
But
conversation, but I don't remember.
you're game for that.
I am game for that.
We've
yes.
got that confirmed.
Because that's now again done by luck and statistics.
Well, we can manipulate it.
We can't, Mitchell. It will be fair because he'll just cry if we do.
No.
You're crying already, mate.
No, I am being passionate about my team. All right?
No, you're crying.
No, I'm being passionate about my team, and you guys are just like, oh, I'm an Arsenal fan. I don't really care about Arsenal. I'll wear a Tottenham shirt if I lose. Chelsea, I'll wear a West Ham shirt. Doesn't bother me. No, mate. You guys,
it bothers us. That's what you don't understand.
No, it bothers me, but it doesn't bother you as much as it bothers me.
No, it does.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
Yes, it does. But we're just...
This is what makes it a good forfeit.
Yeah.
This is what makes it you don't want to lose.
You clearly don't understand forfeits.
Look, we'll wait till the next conversation. We'll move on from now, and then we'll come up with something either off of the podcast or on the podcast. But for now, we've not agreed on anything.
If we were to choose something that we all weren't bothered by, that would be a rubbish
not a forfeit.
No, you can wear a Tranmere Rovers t-shirt.
I'm not saying that.
Oh, no.
No, obviously, I get it has to be a forfeit of saying that you're not going to enjoy doing. I understand that, yeah? I'm just being passionate about my team that I do not want to wear an Arsenal shirt.
That's bullshit.
Now, if it comes down to it's in a hat, fine. It's now pot luck of me getting that. It might be I'm just unlucky there. But if it's 100% I lose, I've got 100% guarantee I'm wearing an Arsenal shirt if I lose. But if I do lose, it's not 100%.
You could have 100% guarantee that it won't be in the hat, but you've decided not to take that.
Yeah.
No, it'd be a 1 in 4 chance.
No, yeah. 1 in 3.
Well, no, because the Tottenham shirt will be in there as well.
You can't have your home.
You've got. Of course you do.
No. Absolutely not. No.
Okay, fair enough. Well, 1 in 3 then. 1 in 3. But it's still, down to luck. So yeah.
You're definitely a forfeit. You've got to wear your own team's shirt. Fucking hell.
Oh no.
Oh God, mate, not this shirt.
It's all in the hat. It's all in the hat. If you pick it, you pick it. That's just luck.
Ballon d'Or.
Well, I don't even know why we're talking about this, to be fair.
Yeah, why are we talking about
why are we talking about this? It makes no sense. Arsenal players don't deserve to be in there. Yeah. And that's about it. I mean, that's the only reason why we're talking about it, isn't it, really?
No, there's a Chelsea player in there.
Palmer could win it.
A Harry Kane, he's in there. Obviously not Tottenham anymore.
Yeah.
But he ain't going to win it. Look, the answer's going to be like one of 3 people. That's it.
Go on, who's your 3?
It's going to be Rodrigo, Haaland, or Vinicius.
It's going to be Vinicius, Jude, or Rodri. But
Jude Bellingham, Jude Bellingham. People love Jude Bellingham at the moment, don't they?
The problem the competition has is it loves Real Madrid, number one. It loves the Spanish clubs, not just Real Madrid. Like Messi won it about 1 billion times. So you might as well rule out anyone that plays anywhere else.
It's very much a Eurovision competition.
Yeah.
It's a strange one. No Ollie Watkins is in there. No Salah.
Why would Ollie Watkins be in there?
He had a great season.
Yeah, but I mean, to win the best player in Europe, you'd expect him to have. So
Declan Rice is in there.
He played in the Champions League.
Oh, come on.
But the criteria is going to be to be the best player in Europe. You've got to be playing in the best competitions in Europe, right?
I'd say you've got to win the best competitions in Europe. Like, that's pathetic.
So in that position, only Real Madrid players should be in it.
Well, they played someone in the final, didn't they?
No, I mean win one of the best. Like either win the Premier League or the Liga or the Champions League or whatever. I would expect them to win all of that. Otherwise, they're not part of.
See, for me, I don't disagree. Like, I don't believe that any of the Arsenal players are the best player in the world.
Especially when they get stupid red cards like that.
I think the only Arsenal player in that particular list that has a shout of being one of the best in his position is William Saliba. But like, you've got to be a very, very special defender and have a very, very special season as a defender to win this award, right? It usually favours the attacking players.
Yeah,
they've always done that, though, haven't they?
The only other players I think could possibly be in with a good shout are players for Bayern Leverkusen, because what they did last season was incredible.
Yeah, I'd agree with that as well. There's a few in there.
There are a couple. Yeah.
Is there a couple? I see one. Grimaldo.
There's two.
Is there two? Is there?
Xhaka
Oh no,
and
there's three. Xhaka and Works. Yeah.
3. Cool. Yeah. So like one of those 3 possibly. But again, like even that, I wouldn't turn around and say, yeah, he had a great season, but I wouldn't say Granit Xhaka's the best player in the world.
I think it's
not-
going to be Rodri, to be honest. Winning the Premier League and winning the Euros with Spain. It's going to be Rodri, I reckon. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I'd hope so because like generally, I do think he's probably the best player in the world. Like Man City are a lot different without him. Not saying that they're a lot worse without him, but he's just absolute top draw.
Yeah,
he is.
But other than that, yeah, it's either Jude or Vinicius Junior, I think. And the reason for Jude is because of the season he had last season. Like if you're Haaland and you win it this year rather than last year, it's just fucking bollocks. Because like the guy won a treble last year, was like 51 goals in the season, and he still lost it to Messi. So it will just make a mockery of the tournament, like
Everyone
the
loses
whole
to
award
Messi.
again. Yeah, not well, other than Ronaldo. But it would just make a mockery of it because his season last season on paper wasn't as good. So why should he win it? But money's on Saka, innit?
I mean, I know Arsenal fans are delusional, but fucking hell, Clive.
No,
I know you're joking.
Yeah, I absolutely don't believe. In a few years' time, maybe.
Well, I don't think he's ever going to win it.
Probably not. I mean,
that's another bet right there.
Thierry Henry didn't win it in his prime, so you know,
which is outrageous.
Once he walks through that door.
Yeah.
God, I hope Saka scores 2 or 3 at the weekend.
Oh, you know it's going to happen. You know
Mate.
it's going to happen. After all the stick that Luke's been giving you.
Mate,
know he's gonna get injured.
You doggy will have him in his pocket the whole game. Don't worry.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
You are too confident in this Tottenham team.
He's a dreamer. He's a dreamer.
No, I am. I've been watching Spurs play the last few games, and yeah, I've got confidence.
All I've heard from you is I'm happy with that loss.
still sticking.
I'm happy with that draw. This is the problem with international football. It fucks everything. Like, what is the fucking point?
Go on, Clive. Give us a rant.
Like, just do it all at the end of the season. Then you could like finish the season earlier. Like, if you're not doing these breaks, why do they not just do that?
You are very anti-England, though, Clive.
I'm not anti-England. I'm anti-Southgate.
I've heard that you hate England a lot. We know you're Scottish, so
I'm definitely not.
There's a couple of Scottish people in this chat. Jesus.
So, do we want to kind of circle back to the big game at the weekend and have a little chat about that? Obviously, Luke's super
Chelsea
confident.
West Ham Fulham.
I mean, it is another London derby for West Ham.
Exactly.
Second one of the season.
Yeah.
You won the last
one. We'll do it then.
Well, you're confident.
Well, we're 100% so far in London derbies. So
you're about to lose this one. 1-1.
Whatever. Let's talk about the shit game that's going on. Spurs against Arsenal. Are we doing it live, by the way, Clive, Luke?
We'll discuss that during the week. It could. We won't broadcast live, but we might try and record something or whatnot. Obviously, depending on availability and.
Can I just mention something?
Of course.
I don't know if anyone's seen anything recently on the players that are on for like a free transfer.
Oh, it's crazy! Some of the players, like Matt Hummels,
Marshall.
Depay. No, Depay's just signed.
Is he just signed? Is
he? Yeah.
No, that's good.
You got the French player who played for PSG and Juventus.
Adrian Rabiot.
Yeah, there's some crazy good free transfers at the moment.
I mean, and then the player. Can we still sign them? Can't we?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, because West Ham were talking to one of them. I think you might have been talking to Matt Hummels.
That'd be a good signing.
What a signing that would be.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, but really, would it really be that good? He's 35 years old.
It's experience, mate. You have someone.
He's young.
You have someone in your
Was
team
not
with
player
that
of the match in the
experience.
Champions League final last year as well.
Yeah.
We got enough experience, mate. Have you seen that midfield?
I think people are getting confused nowadays with players at 35. I've seen loads of comments about this. 35 years old is not old anymore in the Premier League. Not Premier League.
But you're only saying that because we're 36.
Well, exactly that. Yeah, but no, not just that.
I
It's
mean,
just you're seeing players now go
look
a lot.
at what Thiago Silva did at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like he was quality. And
36 when he signed.
And I thought, well, that's a stupid signing. Like he's not going to have the legs for the Premier League.
And he went and won the Champions League.
He was Chelsea's best defender in that time.
Yeah.
And arguably one of the better defenders in the Premier League.
I'm upset he's not here this season, to be honest.
His Mrs. gets him in trouble as well, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Oh, don't forget Modric is 38 as well. And still,
I think
still quality.
I mean, with Silva, I think that was a bit of a polishing a turd kind of situation, wasn't it? To be honest. More than him being very good.
The turd being Chelsea, correct?
Yeah, but that would then mean he's very good.
Yeah, he was very good, yeah.
Because...
Yeah, it's very polished. I'm not saying, I'm not disputing that the turd was, insufficiently polished. It obviously was.
Wax on, wax off skills were very good.
I don't know if I mentioned, but he did win the Champions League with us. So, second one we'd won. I don't know if any of you other London clubs have won a.
No, sorry,
Champions
we don't have billionaires from dodgy oil,
How
or whatever it is.
Expensive was your stadium?
Yes, we spent on a stadium, not on.
That's silly, isn't it? Maybe you should buy some players and win some trophies.
It's a process, mate. It's a process.
It's a silly process.
It's a work in progress. I can't give you an ETA on and we'll win something, but is what.
But you're happy losing 3-2 to.
Well, exactly. Yeah, why not? Why not in a friendly game? Not many teams scored 2 goals against Bayern Munich.
You're happy losing to Newcastle 2-1 in the Premier League?
No, well, I wasn't exactly happy, but it was an improvement from last season. It was an improvement. Don't mix my words up here. Yeah, it was an improvement.
I'm not. Your words were.
Yeah, but again, as I said, it was an improvement from last season.
I'm not sure an improvement on a loss to a loss is an improvement.
It is 4 goals difference.
Yes.
It's still a loss.
But it's not just that. It's the way that we played. There were signs there that were a lot better than last season and the season before, and it's the same against Leicester. We've had this conversation already, and if we see the same again, don't get me wrong. If we play the same we've played against Newcastle and Leicester, I'll say dominate the game. We don't use that term, yeah. Touch that edge, yeah. When we played well, and then we go and lose over some great through ball from them and on the counter attack and whatnot. We did the same against Arsenal. It's I don't want to say the word Spursy, but it is. It's just Spursy.
I mean, again, like with that second Newcastle goal as well, like Romero is so suspect. His positioning is so bad, and his desire to track back just doesn't exist.
Yeah, no, I watched that. I saw that as well. I watched that again. I didn't want to bring it up. I was just pissed off.
Like as I think I said the week before, like he's a good player when you got the Dutch lad next to him.
just stick to that, Clyde. Don't put saying anything, even though it's not hard to say.
But when he hasn't got him next to him, he just looks like he just doesn't know what he's doing, and he's a World Cup winner, right? So
yeah, he just wants to get stuck in. That's his problem. He wants to get forward a bit and jump in on challenges, and then I think he remembers that shit. Yeah, I shouldn't really do that, and then gets caught in.
I don't think he does remember. Positions. I just think you go, oh, that's another goal. Was that my fault?
No, I don't think it's that bad.
Who do you think is going to dominate possession in this game?
I think it'll be close. I don't know who will dominate. Again, I think the first 20 minutes will decide.
63-47 Arsenal.
I think it'd be like a 52% against 48%.
Yeah, either or. I think either side. Yeah, Chloe. I'd probably
say Arsenal will have the majority of the ball, and Tottenham will try and get us on the counter.
In Clive's terms, means they dominated the game.
I mean, I don't think I used the word dominate. I said control the game, but
you did.
Potato.
No, you did.
I said control.
You did say control.
Yeah. And I stand by it. like Aston Villa were absolutely nullified the whole entire game. Like,
we're not going there. I'm not going there again. Go back to episode 3, I think it was, of this podcast. No, I'm not going back to that.
In a serious note, I honestly think we're going to have a little bit too much for Tottenham. Certainly, if Solanke's still not fit. I know Son likes to play against Arsenal. He likes to go against Arsenal. But he's not been the same player without Kane at all yet. I'm going to eat my words now. He'll get 2 goals against Arsenal.
Who goes in when Rice is out?
It's going to be very interesting because Thomas Partey's obviously the holder, and if he comes back from international duty fit, which I don't think he ever has done for Arsenal, he usually goes away and gets some kind of knock that means he's out for weeks and weeks. But I think if he's fit, Thomas Partey plays. Next to him, there's talk about Calafiori possibly playing there or Timber playing next to him.
I wouldn't mind seeing Timber playing next to him and have Calafiori out on the left.
Did you say Timber? Sorry.
Yeah.
There's even a chance that Zinchenko plays in there as well.
We'll take that.
So yeah, I'd prefer Timber out of the. But as I say, there's talk about Calafiori playing in that holding role as well. So you could see Timber out left and Calafiori
if he's not
middle.
Injured.
If he's not, yeah. I mean, he did, as I say, he did come off against France, and they have sent him home.
There is one thing I do fear though, is and it probably won't happen until the second half. Sterling.
I don't know if I think he could chuck Sterling straight in.
We're dropping Trossard.
Yeah,
I can't see it. I can't see him dropping Trossard. Me personally, would be a bad decision.
I don't know if
he's a good impact sub though.
He's a great impact sub.
He's better off the bench so far, and other than the cross for Odegaard in the first half, and again the red card did change things in the second half. He had a bit of a quiet game, but that is the way Arsenal are so right-sided. The left winger really does have to kind of work hard to be impactful in the whole entire game. But it wouldn't surprise me if he chucked Sterling straight in.
A good tactical decision because Arteta knows how much Sterling just pissed Tottenham off when he played against us.
And I think he's pissed off in general at the moment, and he wants to go out.
He's got a point to prove. Yeah. As we said last time, they've worked together as well. They know what to expect from each other, Arteta and Sterling. So yeah, I would feel a bit bad for Trossard.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like feelings don't really come into it. Like if I felt bad about every decision Arteta's made, I'd be crying over Ramsdale leaving.
No, I get that. But then you think about it, you think of a player that, like, if it was me or you, Clive, we're on the bench, we come on every time, bang goals in, get an assist, and then we only get one game to play like the full 90 minutes.
To nail that place.
That place. And it's like not even getting more than one game, considering like the last 4 or 5 games you've come on as a sub and done the job, or help close the game out. I just feel like Arteta would be kicking him in the nuts by dropping him and putting Sterling that he's just signed.
Yeah.
But that's what I think. But
Arteta does seem to have that ruthlessness in him, though.
Yeah, which is good. That's how you win a league. I've always said this over the years myself. Like, when Kane's been playing shit, do we drop him? No, because he can still score wonder goals. But, look, if he's got the balls to do that, then that's how you're going to win the league.
Hopefully so.
Hopefully not.
I think Spurs are going to win this.
Bob.
I actually do.
Bob, if we win this, I'm buying you BFC.
I'm holding you to that as well. I'm up £20 and BFC.
I will bet that now, all right? But I will...
What makes you think that, Bob?
What makes me think that is I think Arsenal... I just think you're going to go at them a lot, and I think Spurs are going to do you on the counter. That is what I think is going to happen in this game. That's why I asked the possession question. And I feel like that's what's going to happen. Spurs are going to catch you out. Maybe on a couple of occasions. It might even be 2-0, like Luke says. I have a feeling that Spurs are going to win. And especially with them being at home as well. I think they're going to be up for it.
I do think it does help that they've had a bit of a slow start, because they're going to be really up for it now. Whereas because sometimes I feel like if you have a really good game one weekend, like us against Wolves, 9 times out of 10 you have a shitter the next week. So Spurs need to bounce back, and they're going to be right up for it at home against Arsenal. I do see your point, but I still think it's going to be a draw.
But what I also think about Spurs is in their 3 games, they have actually been the better team. Like playing football, like the football that they've played has been brilliant. They've just been missing that finishing product.
They are coming up against what was the best defence last year in the Premier League, though. And if they can't score against other teams, do you think they still get the same chance? Like, I'm not saying they're not going to get chances, but do you think they'll be able to get the same amount of chances?
Yeah, I do. Watching them play in the first 3 games, I think they've been really impressive on the ball, and I think they will create chances. And I think on this occasion, they will take the chances. I think it's got to start somewhere.
I think the occasion will get to them, and they will perform to the occasion.
Yeah. But, I could be talking shit. I'm not about it. So
this is what happens now. We play Brennan Johnson on the right. Werner now plays, and we play someone else up front that can't finish. So we've got three people that can't finish.
For me, if Solanke's not fit and you don't play Son up top, I question your manager.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Brendan Johnson, and it will depend on that left back position for Arsenal. If it's Zinchenko, I'd worry. Like if we end up playing Zinchenko versus Brendan Johnson, that would make me a bit fearful. And again, from a Tottenham tactical point of view, Brendan Johnson 100% should start on the right hand side, because our left wing, like our left back, will come into midfield, so there will be space there.
I think he'd probably start because he was our best player in the last game when he come on. Wouldn't be surprised if he plays on the right, unless he plays Kulusevski, thinking he wants to, because Kulusevski just runs all day, just to track him back a bit more than Brendan Johnson.
Yeah, mate. But again, I think that would be a tactical error, because and it is literally because we tend to when we drift in and we have the ball, we're gonna use that midfield, like that defender coming into midfield. It's gonna be the left back, and there could be so much space there for you to attack into. If it was me picking a team against Arsenal, I'd want someone that's pacey and going to be able to get in that space and get behind straight away, and then play balls across the front of the goal.
Oh yeah, we're not lucky now. I can tell you that now. With Werner, Brennan, Son, there's some pacey players there. Even your doggy's quick as well at left back, so he'll be able to.
Is that how you pronounce his name, by the way?
Yeah, I think it's your doggy.
Because I've been calling him like Udogai.
No, what?
Yeah,
that's a Clive pronouncing.
Or maybe, how did you say it? Udogi or doggy?
You doggy.
Oh no, Udogi.
It sounds like a fucking anime.
It could be Udogi. Whatever his Italian name is.
I think I've been saying Udogi.
Yeah, Udogi. I'm sure someone will correct us, so we just have to look online somewhere for the name.
Udogi.
In fact, I'm going to ask Google how to pronounce it. How to pronounce?
Yeah. Oh mate, if Maddison turns up as well, Clive. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, because we're lacking Rice, Maddison is a bit of a worry. But as I say, like if Thomas Partey's fit and available,
oh yeah, you doggy, yeah, he'll do the
Udoggy, not you doggy.
Yeah, but I'm not Italian, am I? So just stick with that.
But yeah, I think there's goals in Arsenal this season. Kai Havertz, I think, will get one against you. Who's going to get the penalty? I think the North London derby has the most amount of penalties in Premier League history.
True.
And a lot of Arsenal fans will say it's Harry Kane's goal, usually. But I think Arsenal have actually had more penalties than Tottenham in the fixture.
No, that sounds
only
about
by
right.
only by one or two. But yeah, like who gets that penalty could be the decider.
I mean, all refs are against Arsenal. We know that.
We do, absolutely.
Where's Mike Dean?
Sorry, Alex.
But yeah, I predicted 3-1. Like, I hate being confident going into big matches because it does feel even worse when you don't get the result. But from an Arsenal point of view, we've got Man City away next, so we need to get a positive result here, get that confidence going for Man City away.
Just on this, then, obviously, that's a big result against Tottenham if you do try and pull it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Saka playing 90 minutes, and then the next England game this week, is it Wednesday or Thursday night? Or it might even be Tuesday. I've not been following the fixtures.
I don't know what day it is.
It's
Tuesday.
Tuesday,
yeah.
apparently. Bob's eating something.
Yeah.
And
I've got some ginger nuts, sorry.
with some of our players on the international duty, like Son being in South Korea, away as well, if he gets another 90 minutes, do you reckon you'll still have fresh enough legs for the derby come Sunday?
I
for
think it
that
will
sort of result as well.
I think it will affect the tempo of the game, but I still think we've got enough to get that kind of result.
Stop bloody moaning about and playing 90 minutes then, Clive. Yeah, go back and make excuses.
Well, it's because we've actually got quite a solid bench for once. Like we will have either Sterling, Trossard, or Martinelli, or two of them on the bench to come on. Jesus is apparently going to be back from his 2-game absence for injury.
Clive.
Thank you. So we are starting to get a couple of the players back from injury. Obviously, hopefully, and I say it for the sake of the game as well. Like, I hope that Tottenham have a fully fit squad to pick from. I want the game to be. I want the best Tottenham to come out and play the best Arsenal. I want the best Arsenal to smash the best Tottenham. Is what I want.
Yeah, but then if we beat you, you'd be like, "Oh, we was away from home." You know,
no,
we played.
Didn't have rice.
Well, yeah, didn't have rice. But if we had,
I mean, I might say that. Yeah,
played 90 minutes.
You might
say that we're missing rice. Yeah, of course.
You may not say it, but the Arsenal fans will be straight on the TV and being like, "Oh yeah, if we didn't have this and this."
Just like the Tottenham fans would be if Son's not playing, for instance.
No,
like, that's not like football fans are very fickle and very, very. I can't think of a word I want to use, but
no, just stick with that. That's fine.
So if Tottenham are missing any of their key players, like when we played you last season, you was missing Ndogi for one game. Like, oh, we're missing the best left back. We're missing the best left back in the Premier League. Are you though? Right. So
we also had Maddison out as well.
He played against us, didn't he?
I don't think he did.
He did in your home fixture because I'm pretty
that was
sure
a draw though, wasn't it?
He gave the ball. Yeah, he gave the ball to Jesus, who missed.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
but yeah, like teams miss big players in big games at times. You've got to deal with it. But as I say, I want the best Tottenham squad to play the best Arsenal squad.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us this time, Rice isn't going to be playing.
Not be a loss though, is it?
No, it's really not a loss. Like one of the best defensive
midfielders
in the league. Right.
You can cut that last bit out, Mike. Just a bit where it says, it's not a loss.
Yeah. It's like I can't even be bothered. I just can't be bothered.
It's just too easy sometimes.
What, me not biting?
I'm sure you just did, but that's all right.
Any other thoughts on the game from the neutrals from West Ham or obviously Bob's told us he thinks Tottenham are going to win. Mitchell?
No, I'm sticking with my Desmond.
So
yeah,
fair. And do we want to talk about West Ham Fulham?
No, not really.
And Chelsea Bournemouth?
Nah, not really.
Wonderful. Shall we wrap it at an hour and probably 7 minutes with the first 2 minutes being cut?
Oh, I think you keep those 2 minutes.
Absolutely not.
Might be able to keep some of it, but Mike will have to do
I
some...
think you beep the naughty words and it makes it funnier.
I think we need to cut.
I think we need to listen to it first.
Right, okay. So I'm going to wrap the episode here this time.
There is an update to the Scotland game.
Go on.
Because I know you two would be really interested in it.
Not really.
Team Biff.
You're not going to believe it, but Scotland have conceded. It is 1-1.
Cristiano Ronaldo goal.
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno. Okay.
Is it penalty?
No.
No. Cool. Right, we're ending it there. Good night, everyone.
Good night. God bless.